Bucks is back, and it's bigger than ever.
We've got a man in the corner, and it's caught!
Can he hold them off? The roof will be raised in Brentford.
Like an enemy in the night, mission impossible for two.
Both teams hungry, desperate to win that title.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the University of Wolverhampton for the final game today in what has been a superb Bucks Futsal's final day here, as I say, up at the University of Wolverhampton in the north of England in their new futsal arena that they've constructed here for us today to use for these futsal finals. And now, to finish off the day, it's the 2023 Bucks Men's Futsal Championship final. And it's Hertfordshire University versus Nottingham Trent University. Two sides that have fought long and hard to get to where they are today, to be in with an opportunity of winning this grand prize. And they will be putting everything on the line today to make sure that they are the ones that come away with silverware, that they are the ones that come away with bragging rights, and ultimately end their season on the highest of notes. Both sides have brought a good amount of travelling fans with them to cheer them on and hopefully see them through to victory. And before we get underway, it's important to say thank you to those who are going to be officiating today as well. Ollie Ballinger, Harvey Newstead, Ricky Ansher and Tim Sadler for giving up their time, those four officials, to make sure this futsal match can go ahead here at the University of Wolverhampton. And indeed to the university itself for putting on what has been a fantastic day of university futsal action. And with that in mind, please welcome out onto the court the University of Hertfordshire and Nottingham Trent University facing off against each other in the 2023 Bucks Men's Futsal Championship Final. Nottingham Trent on the right-hand side of your screen. They'll be playing towards the left. Hertfordshire on the left-hand side of your screen, playing towards the right. Hertfordshire in that white kit, Trent in their classic pink. And as I've said already, we are going to be treated to a brilliant display of futsal action to end the day. The culmination of a day of fierce competition between sides from up and down the country, claiming trophies, claiming silverware. Because although the coronation celebrations might be coming to an end, we're not done crowning sporting champions and adding more names to Bucks sporting history. Nottingham Trent going for an unorthodox warm-up together, jiggling together, and the breakaway, and they'll rejoin each other. Hertfordshire going for more of a huddle-based warm-up. They're staying together as a unit, probably reminding each other why they're here, why it's fantastic they've made it this far, because it is fantastic they've made it this far, because they've defeated so many teams to be here today. Most recently in the semi-final, University of Hertfordshire had a semi-final win against Loughborough University, who they defeated 4-2. And Nottingham Trent come into this off the back of a bigger win compared to that of the University of Hertfordshire. They had a semi-final win against the University of Bristol, where they won 13-7. So, who knows how this game is going to unfold? It's also interesting when looking across these team sheets, you see so many boys who've come through university and they've not played much futsal. They've not been exposed to it for too long, but they've thrown themselves into the team, into the environment, and they've gelled really well with everyone. It's been a great addition to their university experience. It's fantastic that we have this competition brought to us by Bucks, and that you can enjoy it from the comfort of home, with your feet up, perhaps with a cup of tea in hand and a few biscuits. I've heard rumours people have been having Toblerone, so I'm very jealous. But we are going to soon be underway here at the University of Wolverhampton. As I said already, University of Hertfordshire on the left-hand side of your screen in that white kit playing towards the right, and Nottingham Trent on the right-hand side of your screen in the pink kit playing towards the left. And it is Trent that get us underway. And we are 40 minutes away, 40 minutes of action away from crowning crowning new men's national futsal champions. Is it going to be the University of Hertfordshire? Is it going to be Nottingham Trent? Thank you for tuning into this stream on YouTube, courtesy of Bucks TV. Bit of an unorthodox start from Nottingham Trent, because their keeper's already played a more upfront role and position than any of the others today we've seen. And they are also pressing quite high as well. You can see the captain there for Nottingham Trent, leading by example, Sam Tansel. Pressing up really high, forcing the error from the University of Hertfordshire. Forcing Ollie Jones into that error. Ooh. Early chance there. Goes a missing for Nottingham Trent through the head of Sam Jessup. And that would have been just the way Trent would have wanted to start this fixture. And whilst the Hertfordshire keeper looked to get us underway quickly, unfortunately it eluded his Hertfordshire side further up the court. But they are the ones with the ball, moving it quickly, moving it well, but drilling it into the side netting for the University of Hertfordshire was James Durkin. Durkin will want to get quickly back onto the ball and have a shot on target at goal, because it does put your confidence off a little bit when you aren't able to hit the mark in the early stages, because you want to hit the ground running. But obviously we can't all have the luxury of that at all times. But here come Hertfordshire now, on the far side of the court there. Switching the play up, going back to that far side. Just looking to keep possession in these early stages, Hertfordshire. Trent putting them under all sorts of pressure though. So interesting to see what Hertfordshire can make of this time on the ball, and unfortunately it's bounced unfavourably for Restrepo, the Hertfordshire number 7, and Trent again setting up very unorthodox with their keeper here on this near side, and he's in possession of the ball now and looks to send it upfield, but charged down by Hertfordshire, so they get a little get out of jail for free card there. And clearly that's not going to be the only time we see Shea Bell dancing around from the back. Still with Trent. And now Hertfordshire take it straight from a Bell from that throw-in by the keeper, but Trent have stolen it back once again. It was Jessup flying forwards, and ultimately the shot had to go away. It went through Raul Gomez. The throw is long by Hertfordshire. It's found the head of someone up front for Hertfordshire and had to be claimed by the keeper for Trent. That was James Durkin who went hunting with his head for a goal for Hertfordshire. Great throw forwards from Manata, the goalkeeper. And really, he was asking some tough questions of Shea Bell, the Trent goalkeeper, who had to have his wits about him there in those moments. So, hair-raising stuff in these opening exchanges between the two sides. Strong challenge coming in from the Trent captain though. Big intervention from Sam Tansel. And here's the opportunity that Hertfordshire will rue. They could have scored with that. They should have scored with that. I want to turn up for the books. That would be to get the early goal against Trent and steal some momentum away from them as well. But Hertfordshire was still coming away, but Tansel once again the captain, intercepting and disrupting play. Good low shot is blocked, unfortunately, though, for Hertfordshire. That was Ollie Jones going in with the low drilled shot on goal. But it couldn't really trouble anyone, including the goalkeeper. Good bit of skill being shown there from James Durkin, with a strong challenge coming in from Hayden Dadswell. He didn't want the Hertfordshire player getting any further up the court. Here's a replay of it now just coming up for you. Big strong foot in there. So Hertfordshire denied access once again to the possibility of scoring against Trent. But it is Hertfordshire with the ball. It's been Hertfordshire in possession for a while now, so certainly leading from the front and starting strong against this Trent side, who come into this game slightly favoured after their semi-final victory, a resounding victory by over 6 goals. And that shot is blocked well from Shea Bell, the Trent keeper making himself really big in front of goal. And Trent just forcing Hertfordshire to kick this one out. So Trent, even though they haven't had much time in possession and attack, they are getting into the right areas of the pitch and they are causing some problems for Hertfordshire in these early days. And that long through ball isn't going to work. And so Hertfordshire come away with it now. Not the touch that James Durkin was looking for, but nonetheless, they can simply reset and go again. It's not the end of the world. And Hertfordshire will go from the back again with Manata, the keeper. He gets play started within his team. Lovely long ball forwards. Unfortunately, that wasn't the touch that Ben Wyman would have been planning for. He's a futsal and football player for Hertford Town FC. And he also plays football for the university side. But we've already heard today how different a football is compared to a futsal ball, as well as the whole game itself and the tactics surrounding it. So, even though he's got that knowledge and wisdom behind him, doesn't necessarily mean that Hertfordshire gain too much more of an advantage, but it does highlight that he could be a long-lasting figure in this Hertfordshire side, because his fitness will certainly be up there. Oh, and striking well was Durkin for the University of Hertfordshire. Very low draw shot. We'll take another look at it quickly now. Really difficult to stay over the top of the ball on those occasions, but he did really well there. We've seen more often than not the ball sent sky high and nowhere near being on target, so he's done really well there. Good defence in from the University of Hertfordshire. Foul in open play potentially. The referees don't seem to think anything of it, and so Hertfordshire stay in possession of the ball. Moving it across the court nicely here now, Hertfordshire. And Trent are the ones that take that out of play. So Hertfordshire with the corner. They can try something special here. A little bit of a different set piece perhaps from the corner. And whoever gets the first goal in this game is certainly going to ruffle the feathers of the opposition, because they'll suddenly have the wind in their sails and all the momentum behind them. And here come Hertfordshire now. Really strong chance on goal there. Ollie Jones ultimately was the one who took the shot, but he went out on deflections. And so potentially Jones might have another chance at the back post there. It's lobbed up, it's not found him. Durkin can't time that, and as you can tell from the jubilation of the crowd, it wasn't what he planned. Not embarrassing moment, but a moment that didn't go to plan for the number 10 for Hertfordshire. But here come Trent, looking to play from out the back. They're not too fussed about sending long balls up straight away in these early stages. They are keeping the ball at the feet. This has been a key part of success in futsal, we've been told about time and time again from those we've seen today, but the very long shot, very optimistic long shot, not going on target, not really troubling anyone. There's probably a reason why the player is standing in a defensive slot, but who knows, we could be shocked later on in the game. And the foul conceded by Zach Emmings. His shot was off target and way too high, and unfortunately that challenge was just a foul and it wasn't fair. Came in on his other on the other number 10, Durkin, as well for Hertfordshire. But Durkin is straight away up, doesn't need the wet paper towel. He's back in action for Hertfordshire as they look to go switch up the side there, attacking on. Good, strong block by Shea Bell. The keeper always in those moments make himself nice and big. Really hard to get the ball past a keeper like him. Instead, Trent look to play from deep inside their own half. And Hertfordshire with the low drill shot. Again, didn't trouble too many people. So that one will roll out simply for the keeper, Manasa, to send upfield. He sent it upfield really quickly here. Hertfordshire trying to screen something together. Lots of 1-2s and fast passing going on from Hertfordshire. Long ball forward, long ball has worked. Back inside to Durkin across the field. Dealt with well under pressure by Sam Jessup, but ultimately Nottingham lost the ball and Durkin has made them pay. Hertfordshire break the deadlock. About 6.5 minutes played in this game. So the score now reads University of Hertfordshire 1, Nottingham Trent 0 in this 2023 Bucks Futsal Men's Championship final. Oh, and Trent looked to instantly respond, but it's ricocheted out to Hertfordshire flying up front. Surely that's a foul. Just going to take a look at that goal again. Here it is from Durkin. You can see him stealing the ball. A little 1-2 with his teammate, and then it flies into the net for the University of Hertfordshire's first goal. So they strike first in this final. Trent needing to respond, and their captain Sam Tansel leading out from the back. But here come Hertfordshire yet again. It's just not worked out for them. It's so to and fro this game of futsal. Just when you think one team is taking control of possession, another will lose it. And Hertfordshire have capitalised on a big mistake there by Trent in the middle of the court. And the goal is scored from Hertfordshire's number 7, Camillo Restrepo. Take a bow, capitalising on a mistake like that. So Nottingham are now 2 goals down in this final, this men's championship final. So all the momentum with Hertfordshire here, it seems, and an easy tap-in straight away for Ben Wayman. Easy goal for Hertfordshire. We haven't even had a chance to look at their second goal, let alone the third goal. But I'm sure we'll squeeze it in somewhere. And surprise, surprise, a timeout is called by Nottingham Trent. They need to regather their thoughts quickly because they don't want to let too many goals slip away. So let's see if we can take a look. Let's see if we can take a look at their team huddles and think about what might be being said there, particularly from a Hertfordshire point of view, where you've got the upper hand, you've got the advantage, the wind is in your sails. You didn't call the timeout, and that would have been detrimental because all of a sudden the momentum just stops. And we're going to take a look at one of the goals here. This is the one that was intercepted and literally thrown straight back up to the other side of the field. That was Restrepo's goal. Really, really good stuff from the Hertfordshire number 7. Big mistake from Trent. And his goal number 3 for Hertfordshire. Really well worked between Restrepo and Wayman. And Wayman ended up with an easy tap-in. So Hertfordshire with firm control and grip on this game. But Still plenty of time left in this first half for Trent to make an impact and for Trent to come back. And the ball just bobbling away from Hayden Dadswell, and he wasn't happy with the way that James Durkin went in for seconds on the Trent player. And interesting to see that Trent's tactic is still for their keeper, Shea Bell, to be playing almost a holding midfielder sort of position on this futsal court, and they've already lost 1 goal to it as a result, and they're flirting with danger here, and they could lose another goal for the exact same reason of him not being in the right position. So interesting to keep your eyes on that as play progresses and as this game moves on. Big kick coming in there from Ollie Jones from quite a long range. Some say optimistic, I say it's confident, and it's good to see from the get-go. It's good to see that Hertfordshire aren't going to settle for just a 3-goal lead. They want more, and they want to take this game even further away from Nottingham Trent, which if they can do in the early stages, as players start to tire and the game starts to slow down, is good news if you're a Hertfordshire fan. Here comes Ollie Jones once again, desperately trying to find a little gap to move through to get a shot on goal. Durkin's off now for the University of Hertfordshire. The number 10 being given a little bit of a rest. No doubt he'll be back on after a breather and some energy gels. But what can Hertfordshire do from here? Well, it's their replacement with the ball in hands, Jaden Clark, who took it out wide, and Abel has to come in to make another big save. Shea Abel is really going to be a key figure for Trent. He needs to be on top form and potentially just hold his goalkeeper position for the rest of this game. And Wayman's effort on goal is blocked. So nothing there because Joe Bregman got in the way of that one. And now Clark, ooh, deflected shot. It was on target before the deflection, but the deflection took it away. There will be a corner to the University of Hertfordshire. Clark's been part of the squad for 2 years now, and he came through the Chelsea Foundation futsal team. He's studying sports coaching at the University of Hertfordshire. So good to have someone like that on the pitch, because he'll know all about trying to keep calm heads and coaching younger sides to victory, and maybe he can take some of the lessons he's learnt into practice here today. But for now, Trent are the ones that come away with it, and they need to make the most of this opposition, but off the crossbar. Joe Bregman's shot ricocheted off that top bar. We'll take another look at it now quickly. Connected with it really sweetly. It's just not working in that final area of the court for Nottingham Trent. But they are threatening the Hertfordshire goal. So anything could happen still in these early stages. Long range effort going in from the captain, Sam Tansel. And Tansel was tantalisingly close to getting Trent's first goal. Good block coming in though from Manata, the keeper, denying them any sort of entry into this game now. We are nearing the 10-minute mark in this first half, and Trent have still not threatened goal, and that's not going to help Restrepo's cause at all. That was a blatant and obvious foul in front of goal, but obviously he wanted to pounce on the ball because there was no one standing in goal. So that would have been an easy score for the number 7. Oh, good toe poke effort coming in from Jack Johnson. Not to be confused with the singer, but maybe he'll be singing some sweet melodies later if he can pull back a victory for Nottingham Trent. Restrepo is fouled. Now, as we've said in the previous games, both sides need to be careful when it comes to their foul counts. because they'll give away a penalty shot on goal, although that's not a guaranteed score, because it's not even a guaranteed score in football when people step out for penalties. So, but it is a big opportunity for any side to suddenly thrash their way further into the lead or closer to bridging the gap between them and the leaders in the fixture. And that's exactly what Trent really need to avoid, because they're already 3 goals down. So they don't want to see that foul count creep up any further. Jones with another shot for Hertfordshire. That one again just slightly too high. Low thrown shot there by Abel. Just as Trent looked to try and string something together, they give it straight back to Hertfordshire. Restrepo was through on goal. Was he fouled? The referees say no. And so Trent with a big opportunity. Was that handball? Joe Bregman certainly thinks so. Bregman again leading the call for a foul for Nottingham Trent. Jaden Clark the latest to go down, but for Hertfordshire there. It's now at the back, shot on goal. Comes nothing, unfortunately. Jack Johnson was looking for an opportunity to shoot from long range. He got one, but he couldn't make the most of it. And we've hit the 10-minute mark now, so 10 minutes of action left. But bear in mind, every time this ball goes out, the clock stops. Because we only want to count down the action that's actually happening on the court. And again, another blocked shot. This time, Jaden Clark, the one blocking it. Wyman, his teammate, congratulating him. So that's a crucial intervention, especially when you've got someone like Joe Bregman through on goal. With the big right boot of that number 8, anything could happen. Tansel, the captain for Trent. Johnson's effort, not accurate enough to trouble anyone, over the top of the crossbar. But Hertfordshire's clearances straight away found the Trent backfield. Johnson just being forced back to use Abel. Abel's play forward wasn't necessarily good at first, but lots of rebounds because this ball moves around like a pinball between players. Ultimately ended up with Hertfordshire, then back with Trent, then back with Hertfordshire. And it's gone out for a Hertfordshire kick-in. And as I say that, the University of Hertfordshire call for their timeout in this first half. So not much to separate these two sides still. A close game between the two futsal teams. You can see the captain for Trent there, Sam Tansel. He's just sat down, taking a breather, taking some air into his lungs, and you can't say he's not been working hard because he's potentially been one of the hardest working members of that Trent side so far, but it's all coming together really nicely for Hertfordshire. They look really calm at the moment in that team talk. They look really composed when they're on the ball as well. They're just listening to the instructions that are being relayed to them from head coach John Tapia-Owens. And he'll have some words of wisdom to hopefully see his Hertfordshire side push further into this game. And I feel like I've cursed Nottingham Trent really after praising them for their 13-7 semi-final win against Bristol. Being behind 3-0 within the first 10 minutes is not how they would want to start their campaign here in the final. Big shot on goal there from Wyman to get us back underway straight away. Let's see what Hertfordshire can do from here with the ball. They've had a little break, they've had a team talk, taken on some fluids, breathed some air. But Trent, Trent so close to finally getting the first goal in this game. Now Sam Jessup once again, sorry, Nathan Coombs, looking really dangerous, getting that cross in. So he's come in to make an instant impact for Nottingham Trent. And now Hertfordshire back with Jones. Oh, that's hit a bell on his shoulder. Again, keeper doing really well to make himself nice and big, cover as much of that goal as possible. Here come Hertfordshire through Durkin. Just not being able to control it at the last minute. Kapka, Strotchak. And it's Strotchak that forces the mistake from Trent, who kick it out. They've just got to stop because a player is tying their laces. So he obviously needs to tie his triple bow. We've seen quite a few stoppages today for shoelaces coming untied. We are back with the ball in play on court. And that one just getting away from Wayman again. The crowd are getting behind the players out on the court today. The action keeping everyone entertained, and it's the culmination and the fourth and final match of today's futsal finals here at the University of Wolverhampton. Brought to you on YouTube by Bucks TV. And Hertfordshire, again, we're looking really dangerous going forward. That cross going in from Wayman just needed a teammate to tap it towards goal. And look at a bell in the top left-hand corner of your screen, miles away from the goal that he's supposed to be defending as the keeper. And Trent's still playing this very risky formation. So if they're sticking with it, it must have worked before. And a big foul coming in on Zach Emmings. He's been known to commit a few so far in this game, so it's no surprise that the physicality is being raised against him as well. And Emmings has the ball, trying to bring his teammates into it, has to tap that back before Trent lose possession. What can Emmings do? What sort of magic can he work here? Forces Hertfordshire to kick it out from his feet. And Restrepo gets us back underway. Trent once again moving the ball around a lot between them. There's a lot of movement from the pink side. And again, Ollie Jones getting in the way of that passing pattern, disrupting the ball, and Hertfordshire come away with it. So foul coming in there on Strotchak. He'll be waved off to take a little bit of a breather. Big high fives going in from coach. He's pleased with the performance of him so far. Another one who's come through the Chelsea Foundation futsal team. And he's also studying sports coaching at the university. So him and Jaden Clark will have level heads, but that's not a good move and not a good play from the University of Hertfordshire. Giving up possession to Trent, who will have a side kick in, but making up for it pretty much instantly was Elijah Lawrence-Gate. Lawrence-Gate straight back, getting stuck in. The ball just rolling away from Hertfordshire, off screen here. Here they come now, Hertfordshire. They're taking it all the way to the back. Ooh, got to be careful there because Ribeiro is coming through for Trent. And now this is Restrepo on the ball for Hertfordshire. Jones sizing up his options. Ooh, big shot coming in from Elijah Lawrence-Gate. Got a replay of that effort from the Hertfordshire number 11. Jones with the initial little flick behind him, and Lawrence-Gate was really asking Abel some questions as to whether he was switched on. Durkin couldn't exactly do the same. Instead, he sends it over the bar. and over the reach of Abel. And now with 6 minutes remaining in this first half, Trent have 6 minutes to get on the scoreboard before a big half-time pause and a big loss of rhythm, because that's what happens. You get into a rhythm playing on this court, and then any pause of any sorts really disrupts that. And they'll have to work hard then to come back in the second half to try and find a goal, but they haven't found one still here. So the score still stands: University of Hertfordshire 3, Nottingham Trent University 0. So currently, as things stand, the University of Hertfordshire would be your 2023 Bucks Men's Futsal National Champions. Here come Trent on that far side. The captain, the skipper, is back in, Sam Tansel, and he sweeps that across the face of goal. Sam Jessup couldn't believe his luck, but also couldn't react quick enough to take anything from that opportunity. Manata for Hertfordshire, the keeper. Oh, and Abel, his fellow keeper, coming out, making a big header. So we can already tell that Abel is not afraid to come out from his goalkeeper zone, from that penalty area. And he wants to get stuck into the action. And straight away the captain is getting stuck into the action here as well. Tansel winning the kick in at the side for Nottingham Trent. Durkin is going to pounce on this potentially, but Tansel coming in with a strong foot to deny him an opportunity to soldier forwards on goal. And Hertfordshire do really well to tidy that up. Unfortunately, on that occasion, the shot going in from Elijah Lawrence-Gate wasn't as good as the last one. So that one much more off target, as we enter the final 5 minutes of this first half. And here comes Tansel out from the back for Nottingham. He's found out front. Is that a foul? This is a big call from the officials. No foul called. The Trent bench are furious. The Trent fans are furious. There is Jack Johnson fouled in the area. Hertfordshire seemingly lucky to get away with that. But we'll find out soon if Trent can make something of this possession. And Jones, ooh. Luckily, Manata comes to claim that for Hertfordshire. Durkin, lovely bit of skill to flick that onto Jones. Coming forward was Abel. Abel clears that away, but also clears his teammate out in the process. And this is the replay of the penalty call, potentially. Oh, it's a tricky one, it's a difficult one. We have the luxury of seeing it over and over again, but the officials were the ones who were best placed and best trained to make the decision. And that wasn't the right decision from Hertfordshire's Ollie Jones, because he sent that sky high over the bar. And that isn't going to get his side another goal. Instead invites Trent back into the action. And Tansel wasn't able to make a quick enough run down that far side wing. Fans just cheering, the ball bobbling in. But nothing in it. Manata gets us back underway. Durkin wants to switch up the play to Wayman. And Wayman's silky skills don't really help him out that much. Instead, they're back in a similar position to before. So here come Trent. Good shot on goal by Jack Johnson. Abel is up to claim that before he can roll back too far. He wants his Trent side to be far up the court. Here comes Tansel. Oh, very strong challenge going in from Durkin on Joe Bregman. Bregman, a danger man for that Trent team. 38 goals this season, 4 man of the match performances. Bags of experience in futsal as well. So he will be invaluable to the Trent side, and they'll want to keep him not only on the court, but keep him on the ball as well. Make sure he can try to threaten the Hertfordshire goal. Jaden Clark is back on for Hertfordshire. We've got about 3 minutes left on our clocks. 3 minutes left of on-court action, I should add as well. So for those of you recently joining us, recently tuning in, every time the ball goes out in futsal, the clock is stopped. Durkin dispossessed by Jack Johnson. Number 10 for Hertfordshire, not happy with how that happened. So he's going to have to work hard to get the ball back for Hertfordshire, because Tansel is moving forwards with electrifying pace for Trent. Unfortunately, Sam Jessup couldn't finish in the red zone. And Manata, with a big, strong frame himself, the keeper coming out to block that shot. And here's another replay of it. Tansel getting that attack together. And then just as Jessup turns and he thinks he's got an easy tap in, Manata was there with a nice big frame, blocking that goal and blocking Trent, denying Trent another opportunity to score. Jones! Taken out by a bell, but referee's happy. And Jack Johnson's cross not quite working out, unfortunately, for Joe Bregman. You can see the frustration on Bregman's face, because he was screaming for that to be crossed over to him. And Hertfordshire gets back underway through a low throw and moving it quickly along the floor here on court. And charging forwards now, Hertfordshire, they've still kept the ball in play. Well, it was Trent that kicked it out, so it's still with Hertfordshire. 2 minutes left on the clock now. It was Restrepo of Hertfordshire that was pressing really, really high for the team in white. And that's Restrepo on the ball now, gets it back to Wayman. Long range effort, deflection. But deflected wide, so it doesn't trouble a bell too much. Jones will get us back underway with a corner kick for the University of Hertfordshire. All again deflected off Jack Johnson. Well, we all thought it deflected back off Jack Johnson, but referee saying it's a goal kick to Trent, and they'll take that. Getting lots of music references in at the moment. Jack Johnson, take that. This is very bizarre. But here are Trent playing out from the back. And Restrepo's stolen that for Hertfordshire, but he's just lost his footing at the crucial moment. Roll that ball over the touchline. And Trent will send that one back into play. A bell way out from his goal. And unfortunately, Trent lose possession on that occasion once again. Harry Waller. So let's see what Hertfordshire can do with it. They can't really do much, and nearly through on goal was Jack Johnson. Let's take a look at that really quickly. Johnson was flying up, caught Ollie Jones completely off guard, and Jones had to put his hand up and apologise to his fellow Hertfordshire teammates, because that was a dangerous moment for the Hertfordshire number 6. Here come Trent with their own shot, blocked by Jaden Clark. Clark with lightning pace, it must be said, on this court so far, and that one isn't going to trouble any keepers. Instead, it's gone onto the courts next door to us. Such is the trajectory of that kick. And Bregman won't be happy with that. Into the final 90 seconds of play. A bell again coming out with a really strong head. Very reminiscent of Manuel Neuer, Bayern Munich keeper, Germany keeper. For those of you who perhaps don't know him, he's playing very much like the German goalkeeper, always trying to come out of his box, always exploring his options, and trying to get involved with play. But for now, Restrepo loses his footing again on that touchline. Trent nearly punish Hertfordshire as well, because that shot was swept across goal. And if someone was in there, that could have been very, very dangerous for Hertfordshire. Should be worth noting as well by now, if you are an avid football fan, you've not watched much futsal as well, there is no offside. So players can position themselves as high up and fly as far forward as they like, which is why we see such a fast, high-tempo game, because if you can turn ball over and get it up the other end as quickly as possible, if you play your tactics right, you can find your teammate up there completely unmarked. Oh, and a good effort. Really good effort on goal by Joe Bregman, the Trent number 8. Asking some questions of the Hertfordshire side. How much do you want this? How much are you going to work to hold on to your 3-goal lead? And they give up possession once again to Trent, who are trying everything. They're really trying to get an onslaught together onto goal, but instead Hertfordshire are the ones that come away with it. Jones finds Restrepo, back to Wayman. Long-range shot going in from the Hertfordshire number 2, but Trent back with it. Final 16 seconds now. Trent desperately needing to strike with a goal, but it doesn't fall for Raul Gomez. Instead, Hertfordshire will ring the changes as we enter the final 10 seconds of the first half, where Hertfordshire currently lead 3-0 against Trent. Lots of big challenges going in on Gomez, but ultimately that brings the first half to an end, and it's advantage Hertfordshire, because the University of Hertfordshire are currently beating Nottingham Trent University 3-0 in this 2023 Bucks Men's Futsal Championship final here at the University of Wolverhampton. We're going to take a quick break for some short messages, but we'll be back in a few minutes with the second half of action, and we're 20 minutes away from crowning the champion. Welcome back, one and all, to the University of Wolverhampton. It's been Bucks futsal final days, and we are in the final half of the final game, where we will see the 2023 Bucks Men's Futsal Championship final decided between the University of Hertfordshire and Nottingham Trent University. Currently, Hertfordshire have a 3-0 advantage over Nottingham Trent, and they have been the team on top. They've been cool, calm, collected, and they'll be hoping for much more of the same in this second half. And we are back underway. As I said already, Trent with a 3-goal deficit to Hertfordshire as things stand. And Abel wants that ball right up the other end of the pitch, and they've scored within the first minute of the second half. Sam Tansel has capitalised on Abel throwing the ball forwards for Trent, and they finally scored. They finally got a goal back. Is the comeback on? Well, Duckman got us back underway for Hertfordshire. It's intercepted once again by Trent. And that's surely a big wake-up call for Hertfordshire, because they can't let anything like that happen again. Abel once again flying out of his box, throwing his head at it, and here he is throwing the ball for the goal. Lovely little tip-on from the head of Tansel. And suddenly Nottingham Trent with a little bit of wind in their sails, a little bit of momentum, and Hertfordshire seemingly with the work to do. Restrepo on this near side to us. He's found Jones, is back with him now. So what will Hertfordshire look to do? They're looking to keep the ball at their feet at the moment. And then the long pass going towards Durkin. Doesn't find Restrepo, so instead Tansel with a shot for Trent. Both big chances in this game have come from Nottingham Trent in the second half. So it goes without saying that they are the ones on the front foot and on the offense at the moment. He's fallen back for Tansel. What can he do from here, the captain? He invites Jack Johnson. Well, he asked some questions of Manata, the goalkeeper. But ultimately, Jack Johnson not able to capitalise, but capitalising is Restrepo for Hertfordshire. He's got a goal back for them from a very tight angle. Great skill shown by the Hertfordshire number 7. And that makes the score University of Hertfordshire 4, Nottingham Trent University 1. And let's take another look at it now. It was a great individual score. Abel came out, made himself nice and big again, but this time around Restrepo knew what to do. Sent that one into the back of the net. 4-1 Hertfordshire. Here come Nottingham Trent. Once again though, Tansel. Oh, foul at the final moment, is he? The referees say nothing from it. Nothing wrong with it. And the fans for Trent are furious. There's a few times in this game that we've had moments like that. Durkin flicking it onto Jones. Jones flicks it over the top of a Shea Bell. And Ollie Jones gets another goal for the University of Hertfordshire. They strike in quick succession. So that's now 5-1 in their favour. Take a look at this. Lovely flick on from Durkin, and all Jones, I say all Jones had to do. Ollie Jones flicking it over the top of Shea Bell. And there was nothing that the Trent keeper could do about that. Jack Johnson playing out from the back, only finds Wayman of Hertfordshire. And now here's Restrepo, the goal scorer in this second half. Well, he was working towards a similar angle to which he's already scored 1 goal in. What can he do now for his Hertfordshire side? He's not going to take the kick in. Instead, that was the job of Durkin, who sweeps it across goal. Jones was there. He was the target, but wasn't the man to get onto it. And Jack Johnson was asking Manata to really commit there, because if he hadn't, the goalkeeper seemingly would have let the Trent number 11 score. Now Wayman spreading it back out wide to Jones. Jones was looking desperately for Durkin, but couldn't find the Hertfordshire number 10. Now, what can Tansel spark here from his side, from his Trent side? Ooh, good little bit of footwork there shown from Trent's number 8, Joe Begman. But Bregman ultimately losing the ball. And Hertfordshire with another opportunity to come back at them. 4 goals is the current deficit between the two teams. Despite Trent finally getting some goals. Oh, he's with Jones now. Oh, he looked to tease that over the top of Shea Bell, and he wasn't going to do that a second time around. We've already had just as many goals as we did in the first half, in this second half. However, this time, 2 goals for Hertfordshire and 1 goal for Trent. They've finally broken their deadlock. They've got on the scoreboard. And we're just taking a moment to wipe off some liquid that's made its way onto the court. Ollie Jones is bringing that to the attention of the officials, and obviously we don't really want any liquids on this court disrupting play, because the last thing we want is for someone to go sliding off the pitch or sliding into someone and tackling them in a rather brash way. But saying that, the physicality shown between the two teams has been immense. Both really matching each other. And Trent staying in that fight there. So let's see what Emmings is going to do alongside Joe Bregman. Emmings. Looked to whip it in, but instead he just hits Wayman. And now Restrepo's breaking away for Hertfordshire. Player on his inside, Durkin for the goal! No! Denied by Shea Bell. Surely Trent's number 1 player at the moment. He's denied several goal-scoring opportunities to the University of Hertfordshire now. And here we go once again. Wayman, way out. Durkin, it's all the way back deep inside Hertfordshire territory now. They've got to be careful playing across the face of their own goal so close. Durkin, back to Jones. Jones just weighing up his options there. Hertfordshire side looking to make some movements, create some motion here. Restrepo winning the ball for the University of Hertfordshire, but going down, clutching his foot, unfortunately, is Joe Bregman of Nottingham Trent University. Hopefully that's not him out of the game, because he's really been vital for Trent, and hopefully he can walk that off, shake it off. Good block coming in from Emmings, denying Durkin another potential goal. And here comes Restrepo, lovely flick back. Oh, fantastic goalkeeping from Shea Bell. The Nottingham Trent keeper did really well there, because that looked like a dead certain goal. Well, here go Hertfordshire from the corner. What can they do? They can only find Trent. They'll come away with it. Oh, and Durkin's taken the legs of Joe Bregman. That's not going to have gone down well with the officials. It's not gone down well with the Trent fans. And rightly so, a yellow card is shown to the Hertfordshire 10. Cynical foul conceded by Joe Durkin, but I guess a foul he felt like he had to do, because otherwise Trent were away on goal, and 5-2, a 3-goal deficit. Well, it's better than a 4-goal deficit where it currently stands. And here we go once again. Emmings is going to get us underway with the free kick. Good shot on goal, hits Durkin, the one-man wall. And it's a Hertfordshire kick in from the sidelines on that far side, just in front of their own bench. Monata now playing out from the back for Hertfordshire. Durkin, dispossessed. Trent with the I was about to say with the shot, because it certainly looked like Emmings was getting ready to fire one home for the Trent side, but Hertfordshire at the last minute getting the touch on it. Well, Hertfordshire needs to be careful here. Wayman clearing the lines to Restrepo. What can Restrepo do with a bit of space? The ball rolls away from him. Recollects it. Jones tries to go through Abel. Abel throwing his body on the line there for Trent, trying not to concede another goal. And Emmings wins another foul in favour of Trent. This means that Hertfordshire's count has jumped up. And they've got to be careful because they don't want to hit the magical number 5 in terms of their foul count, because then that means that they literally give Trent an opportunity to score with a penalty directly in front of goal. Emmings drills that one low, it goes round the wall. Monata had to tidy it up for Trent, for Hertfordshire. Well, that one didn't really challenge anyone except challenge the structural integrity of the Hertfordshire goal. And here come Trent once again. Oh, Emmings, big chance gone. Trent will need to rebuild, and they'll need to rebuild quickly. Restrepo looked to win the foul, couldn't. Goal line clearance from Wayman. Just as captain Sam Tansel thinks he scored, it was booted away by Hertfordshire in defence. And so it's going to be a kick in from this, or it's going to be a goal kick, sorry, for Hertfordshire. And here comes Restrepo, sending out wide to Ollie Jones, looking and searching for Wayman, but Tansel, captain fantastic once again for Trent. Now here's the clear and obvious chance on goal. Tansel should have put that away, but Wayman flying across. Last ditch defending there from Hertfordshire's number 2. And he's the one that looked to send the cross in, but it was blocked by Sam Tansel. And he'll look to do exactly the same again as Wayman goes for a corner for Hertfordshire. He sent that out back. Oh, good effort, good strike by Ollie Jones. Unmarked out the back there. Just wide of the goal, however. Now Trent working this ball really nicely between themselves. Good intervention though by Ollie Jones of Hertfordshire to stop Ribeiro from sending that ball further up in favour of Nottingham. And here they come again. Tansel. Ribeiro flicks that behind. Nice little play there from Trent 7. Back inside. Oh! He was also the one up front to try and capitalise on their cross. And foul on Ollie Jones. Means that Hertfordshire win a free kick. And Trent's foul count has finally got onto the board. They're on 1, Hertfordshire are on 2, so 3 more fouls by Hertfordshire. And that's Trent with a free shot at goal, but 4 more fouls by Trent. And that's a free shot for Hertfordshire at goal. So here we go. Jane Clark's back on the pitch as well for Hertfordshire. Trent rolling that in. Tansel, driven low, driven hard. Trent not able to do much there with Dadswell. Interception by Ollie Jones. This is a big moment now for Hertfordshire. Oh! Restrepo just couldn't send that one in like he was able to previously. Really good work from the Hertfordshire boys though to get into that position again, to be close to scoring. Oh! And Nottingham Trent went to go for a straight response of their own, just pulling that a little bit too wide. Monata with ball in hand at the back for Hertfordshire. Restrepo. He's got Tansel all over him. It's almost like a man-mark situation going on here because Tansel's attached to him like a shadow on this futsal court of the University of Wolverhampton. Trent again appealing for the ball and not being awarded it. Clark back underway for Hertfordshire. They are playing good futsal here. Lots of passes going to feet. That one, however, not going to feet. Instead, Jack Johnson was there to intercept. And that shot went straight back to a bell. So that didn't trouble the Trent goal too much. Johnson's gone all the way back home to Tansel. Ian, the captain, working hard, but Ollie Jones putting Tansel under all sorts of pressure. Berating him for the ball there, but the Hertfordshire number 6 not able to come away with it. Here we go, back underway through Nottingham Trent. Lovely little lob forwards. What can Trent do now with the position they hold on the court? Unfortunately, they can't really do much. But they do still have possession. Oh, Jaden Clark doing really well to step in and make the block. Forced out into touch by the Trent defence, but losing possession. And losing it to Hayden Dadswell. And here comes Ribeiro now for Trent. Trent looking to play it out really quickly. So Restrepo sends it back to Wayman now. Hertfordshire just looking to take control of this ball, but almost falling away from the feet of Wayman. So he sends it across in panic to Jaden Clark, who ultimately can't deal with it, and it goes out into touch. But here comes Restrepo now for Hertfordshire. That's a big foul on the big number 7. A danger man when put through on goal. And it's going to be another yellow card in this game, this time to Jack Johnson. So we're at 2 apiece in terms of fouls in this half. So if either side can see 3 more, then it looks a bit more dangerous. Oh, lovely goal. Lovely finish from Restrepo. Great assist going in from Ollie Jones. It means it's now University of Hertfordshire 6, Nottingham Trent University 1. Timeout called by Nottingham Trent University. No surprise that they feel like they need to take a break quickly here to try and regather their thoughts. Let's take a look at the most recent goal. Yeah, Ollie Jones sends that one in. Restrepo just flicks it in behind himself. Catches everyone on the Trent team off guard because he was facing the wrong way. He wasn't even looking at goal. He just trusted his court position and trusted his teammates to know that he was in the right place to score. And so Nottingham Trent have a 5-goal deficit now between them and the University of Hertfordshire. To come from a semi-final where they scored 13 goals to only have scored 1 at this stage as we approach the 10-minute mark isn't great. And I'm sure the conversations going on in that huddle right now will be to try and rectify that and turn this around for Trent. And that's Ryan Waring-Mitchell, who is the Nottingham Trent coach. Trying to help his side with matters, and they're now playing a flying keeper. Oh, Tansel with a huge effort on goal. So this is risky stuff now from Nottingham Trent. They're going full send in terms of throwing everything at trying to get back into this game. 10 minutes left, that's a long time. Only 5 goals between them. So a goal every 2 minutes brings Trent right back into the equation. And so Hertfordshire just needs to keep a hold of the ball. And as I say that, Ollie James sends it upfield. And because Trent are back in possession, they remove Shea Bell from the pitch. And they send someone in a keeper shirt up front. Because they want to be attacking with 5. They want that onslaught towards goal to be successful. Now Emmings, Tansel, what can Trent now do? Ollie Jones blocks the shot. Tansel was looking for a way through. Sam Tansel, I should say, sorry. He was looking for a way through. And it should be noted, there was Joe Bregman, who was in acres of space, completely unmarked, and on that latest onslaught forwards, didn't get presented the ball. So what do Trent have to do to actually score here? Joe Bregman makes a good interception. Jack Johnson. Tansel. It's with Emmings now. Ooh, he went in for the shot. Good block by Rispero. But here come Trent. Trent trucking towards what would be a crucial goal for them in this game. A really big goal in terms of the momentum and who it's with. Jones with the headed clearance. And a foul conceded by Nottingham Trent. And now Tansel, the captain, he's been booked as well. So Trent really needs to be careful now. They've got a lot of people who've been booked with that yellow card. And they're on 3 fouls as well. So 2 more and they forfeit that penalty strike at goal. So it has crept up on them. Durkin out on that far side now with the ball for Hertfordshire. And Hertfordshire just looking to use this and send it down to Wayman, who's in some space. Shot on goal against the bell. Keeper did really well to parry that one away. But here comes Durkin. Restrepo. Hertfordshire looking for a way in, to the final third of the pitch that belongs to Trent. And Trent dispossessing them once again. Jack Johnson. Really strong challenge against Wayman, but a fair challenge, so now Hertfordshire come away with it. Well, Durkin was harassed from behind there by Tansel. He needs to be careful because he's on his first yellow. Second one, we've seen get a red card, and that's not ideal. And now with Trent back in possession, they've made their keeper switch once again. So they're attacking with 5, they're attacking with intent. They can't try anything too risky because we've already seen it happen in this game once, where the keeper's away from the goal. And Restrepo pounced on the loose ball and sent it straight into the back of the net for the University of Hertfordshire. So what's going to happen here? Oh, good shot on goal. Good shot on goal for Nottingham Trent. Great save going in from Manata there, the goalkeeper for Hertfordshire. Again, also throwing everything into this final half. That shot not just coming off for Trent, and ultimately they sacrifice possession once again. Trent playing out from the back now. Emmings is sat back in that holding position. And Tansel's on this near side, looking, searching, finding, and scoring is Jack Johnson. That's exactly what Trent went searching for. And they've come away with the goods. Just over 6.5 minutes left now, 4 goals from Tansel. Picture perfect. And Jack Johnson slots it in for Trent's second of the game. Now, Trent back in attack. Tansel over the ball, sends it towards the back post. Surely Joe Bregman had to send that in. It was harder to miss it than to actually tap that one in for the score. But it just fell away from the Trent number 8. Wayman, good pass to send it forward for Hertfordshire. Chasing after it, of course, was Kakpa Strotchak. Strotchak, another strong presence throughout this whole game, really, for the University of Hertfordshire. But he's been taken off for a bit of a rest. But not resting are Trent in their onslaught towards the goal and their desire to score another one. And here is Strotchak. Wayman now at the back. Dangerous playing it across the face of a goal like that. We've already said Wayman now in lots of space. Can he get the cross in? Abel applying the pressure. Bringing that attack to an end, but Jones from far out, dispossessed. What can Trent do from here? Wow, Jack Johnson did really well there. Used all of his skill. Emmings with the long shot, optimistic. Clearly lots of frustration let out through that kick. We're doing well. Tansel's left the court now. He's being given a little bit of a break. He's been going for 15 minutes solid in terms of play, but of course the clock stops every time that ball goes out, so it'll be longer than 15 minutes he's actually been out there for. So it's exhausting, really, for everyone involved. But now Restrepo's coming away with it for the University of Hertfordshire. Ollie Jones on that far side. What can he do? He lays it back to Strotchak, who sends it home for goal number 7. Extending the Hertfordshire lead, just as Trent thought they were clawing their way back into this fixture. It's almost like the final nail in the coffin, provided by Strotchak. So Hertfordshire take a 7-2 lead against Nottingham Trent in this 2023 Bucks Men's Futsal Championship final. But Trent not giving up. Not ending their attack. They find themselves 5 goals down, but about 5 minutes left. A goal a minute. The task is now slightly bigger. We had 10 minutes left. It needs to be a goal every 2 minutes. Now it needs to be a goal every minute. So let's see what sort of magic Trent can conjure up. And was that a bit of magic? Did that cross the line? Did it go in for a goal? We'll see that again in a little bit. Trent asking all the questions. The fans in front of me didn't seem keen on that being a goal, so I'm going to go with them. It might have just been me being a bit too optimistic. Jack Johnson from range. It bounced. Ooh! I think it might have bounced inside the goal. It's one of those Frank Lampard moments from the 2010 World Cup. Oh wait, no, it's too soon. Too soon to talk about that. Instead now, Hertfordshire come away with it through Durkin. Restrepo, oh, he had an open goal to go for, and he's pulled that wide of the left post. And Trent are still in possession, still with a chance. Oh, surely that had to go in at the back post. Wayman looked to make the big clearance, but coming in to make the block once again was Joe Bregman. Bregman's been a crucial part of this Trent team today. And Jaden Clark gets us back underway. Manata, he's only let in 2 goals this entire game. Lots of good saves from the keeper. Jaden Clark, he's in lots of space, one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, great save. Fantastic work from Nottingham Trent's keeper to keep that one out and keep their hopes alive. Now as Anthony Botfield stepping up from the second team in Trent's futsal setup and almost through on goal once again, but Manata denying them the opportunity to score. But time is ticking away, and that long-range effort was optimistic, and it did go over. So it comes to nothing once again. Let's see how this is going to pan out now for Nottingham Trent. As I say, still attacking with 5 up. Jack Johnson again going for a long-range effort, and he'll feel hard done by after watching that replay, because it did look like a goal, and we'll show it again obviously at full time as part of our match highlights, because that was a big moment. That could have been a big turning point in the game for Nottingham Trent, and Manata's really struggling here with his hands, which of course is not ideal for a goalkeeper. But he is up. He's just going to shake it off. Here comes Ollie Jones. Back underway for the University of Hertfordshire. And just couldn't find Elijah Lawrence-Gate. Lawrence-Gate, of course, bringing non-league football experience to the Hertfordshire futsal side. So we'll be keen to exercise that to close out the game, and going in at the back post. It's all about keeping your wits about you for the rebound shot. And this time Nottingham Trent are the ones to capitalise on it, because they send that one home. They've got 3, the gap's now 4. And you can see what it means to the Trent players. But here comes Jaden Clark. Oh, he looks beyond that ball pretty much straight away, but Botfield comes in. What can the keeper do from here? Oh, it just slips away from finding Tansel, his captain, who's now back onto the court after having a little break, after having some energy gels and a lot of water, and taking on a lot of oxygen, because he's worked so hard today, Sam Tansel. Instead, it's with Lawrence-Gate on that far side, looking for Jaden Clark. Oh, but coming up strong was Botfield. Tansel now with the ball, sending it out wide. Captain trying to get Trent into a good attacking formation once again. They have. They got 5 players up to attack with. Tansel, lovely show and go on the inside. Lawrence-Gate couldn't quite clear it, and Tansel couldn't get the cross in as well. Ooh, did he touch it? Well, of course he's going to say no. He didn't. Dadswell says, no, I didn't touch that. But still, the game is very much alive still for Nottingham Trent. Here they come. Trent, big moments now over the ball. But sending that one over the bar. And not over the heads of the keeper. Jack Johnson won't be happy with that. Timeout called by the University of Hertfordshire as we enter the final 2 minutes of play of on-court action. Take another look at this long-range effort now. Ooh. Oh, is he pulling up?
Yeah, it did go in.
Oh, that's their most recent goal. Really well-worked goal by Nottingham Trent.
And that penalty.
Player at the back post to simply dot that one in. So Trent fighting back, fighting until the very end. They will not be dissuaded. They will not give up. And we've been told time and time again by everyone who's come up to join us here in commentary throughout the day, fellow futsal players, that anything can happen in a matter of seconds in futsal. Because you can score 2 goals in quick succession if you play your cards right. And then 2 goals could lead to 3, could lead to 4 for Trent. But what an upset would be if it could lead to 5. Well, we're back underway after that timeout. Here come Hertfordshire on top of the ball. They won't be keen to kick that out or kick it away. They want to keep in possession. They want to keep hurtling towards the Trent goal. Jack Johnson under pressure from Lawrence-Gate. Ollie Jones doing really well. He's looked on his inside. He's got players with him. Oh, he doesn't lead them. He went for a shot on goal himself and almost paid off well for him. Here come Trent. Tansel, low-driven shot, and sending that one towards the goal, but just wide, unfortunately, was Manata. That shot was rushed, mind. But he has to go quickly with those opportunities because the goal is left completely empty. You almost favour him for scoring one as well, and Jones clears that one long down the court. 1 minute left now. 1 minute left for Trent to get some Bucks magic going. Here they come with it. Tansel now on this near side to us. As he took the shot, it was deflected off of his own teammate, Sam Jessup. So Hertfordshire back in possession as we enter the final minute. So the clock really starting to tick down now for Trent, and Hertfordshire just need to see out this final minute. He's keep the ball on the court, and that's what Jaden Clark looks to do, but he loses possession to Trent, and they make the switch out to go back to a 5-man attack. Tansel sends that one low. Another fantastic save by Manata. Oh, and this could be a big deal because that was Tansel making the challenge. That's his second yellow, if so. It is his second yellow. It's a red card for the Trent captain. He brought down Restrepo. It was a harsh foul, and now Trent have to see out the rest of this game with a player down. So here come Hertfordshire now, playing against a significantly reduced Trent side. So what was once a 5-man attack has turned into 4 because they've lost their captain, Sam Tansel. After his second yellow, he's been sent off. 30 seconds left. What can Trent do? Jessup. Jack Johnson. Just wide of the goal, 20 seconds left. Manasa won't be wanting to take this in a hurry, but if he does get it going quickly, the clock does start counting down again. And this could be a dramatic finish. Who's going to have the last laugh here? Hertfordshire will take the victory against Nottingham Trent, but by how much is the question? It's still not decided. Sending that across the face of goal for Hertfordshire before Frimpong. 2 seconds on the clock. Trent hurling it downfield. The final buzzer sounds. The University of Hertfordshire have defeated Nottingham Trent University 7-3. They are the 2023 Bucks Men's Futsal National Champions. They've won the championship trophy, and you can see what it means to the team. Trent are exhausted after throwing everything at them in those closing minutes, but it was just not enough. It was too little too late from Trent to rescue a result from this game, but they should be immensely proud of the effort they've put in, the performance that they were able to put together. And you can see the fans there. Great to see travelling support for both our university sides competing in today's last final here at the University of Wolverhampton for the Bucks Futsal Championship finals. We're going to take a quick break, but join us shortly afterwards for the trophy lifts and some match highlights. Well, let's take a look at those highlights then, because we've been treated to a phenomenal game of futsal here on the University of Wolverhampton's futsal arena court. An arena they've put together specifically for today. And at the first goal for Hertfordshire from Ollie Jones. You can say it almost really set the tone for the rest of the game for Hertfordshire. And then straight away, you can see how mistakes are punished by Restrepo. Trent just losing their concentration there in a crucial moment. And this is Wayman on the ball. Restrepo back to Wayman and into the back of the net. Those two were very, very good. Very much on form for the University of Hertfordshire today. And they will celebrate, and rightly so. But look, there's something to celebrate. For Nottingham Trent, one of their goals, one of their few goals, sadly, in this game. Restrepo, another standout. This goal was particularly interesting because he went over to the Trent crowd. Almost just to shush them. This was good from Molly Jones. From a difficult angle, under pressure, slotting it, cool, calm, collected. I believe this is the beautiful Jack Johnson goal. This is the lovely pass from Sam Tansel, the captain. Unfortunately, Tansel just couldn't pull it together for today. He had 51 goals this season. He's got lots of futsal teams after him, so he's got a bright future ahead of him. And indeed, the Trent setup for futsal have a bright future ahead of them as well, because, as you can see here, they were still able to piece together some really special moments on the court and some really special goals for us all to watch back. And well, I didn't want to say it before the game, but I'll say it now. Trent, before this match, were unbeaten in 192 days. They won the Bucks North Premiership, having won 9 out of 10 games. So they don't taste defeat a lot, and you can see that that probably makes it even tougher for them to take today, especially when club stalwarts such as Sam Tansel are leaving. And a message from their head coach as well, Ryan Waring-Mitchell. He thinks it's an incredible achievement to get to the final of the Men's National Championship, and it is. And the lads have put in a lot of really good work, which is translated in their performance this season, and the numbers speak for themselves. So as I say, once again, Trent should still be incredibly proud of the journey they've been on, how far they've come and what they've been able to achieve. And although there are some levers, and this is the last act for them in the pink of Nottingham Trent, just because it's runners-up silver doesn't mean it's an important medal to win. But first, we're going to say a special thank you to the officiating team that made this game happen today and officiated such a fair game. So big congratulations to all those that were involved: Ollie Ballinger, Harvey Newsted, Ricky Ansher and Tim Sadler. Big thank you to those 4 gents for making this game possible. And now Nottingham Trent, the first to step up to collect the runners-up medals, led out by their head coach, Ryan Waring-Mitchell. Congratulations to all of those Trent players who really put in a big performance today, and a massive thank you to any Trent fans who have tuned in at home on YouTube to this live stream courtesy of Bucks TV and have cheered on your boys from afar, from all the way back in Nottingham. And now we'll see John Tapier-Owens' Hertfordshire side step up to collect their winners' medals, but also to collect the championship trophy. And I have likened it to that of the Champions League trophy because it is ginormous and it looks oddly similar as well. But I'll let you all be the judge of that when you see it in a few moments' time as Hertfordshire celebrate with it. And here they come, led out by John Tapia-Owens, the head coach of that Hertfordshire side. And a massive thank you to anyone who's given up their time to help Hertfordshire pull together a successful end to the season. And they've done really well today here to run away with victory. They had to fight hard for it though, mind. As I said already, Trent really put up a fight right up until the final minute of that second half. And they all step up to receive their medals. And the trophy will be handed off because the University of Hertfordshire are your 2023 Bucks Men's Futsal Championship champions. They are national champions. Congratulations to the University of Hertfordshire. Congratulations to all our winners today. So huge congratulations to the University of Hertfordshire, Durham University, and everyone else who's been victorious today. Thank you very much for tuning in to this 2023 Futsal Championship Finals Day here at the University of Wolverhampton. Thank you very much for joining us, and keep your eyes out for the next Big Bucks event soon. Goodbye.
Bucks is back, and it's bigger than ever.
We've got a man in the corner, and it's caught!
Can he hold them off? The roof will be raised in Bronze.
Like an enemy in the night, mission impossible for two.
Both teams hungry, desperate to win that title.